this video I want to give you an insight into how the Game Control Plus library works. This library is built on and extends the Pro Control library created by Christian Rykhoff in 2005. Anyone who has used this library will find it easy to use Game Control Plus because the basic API is virtually unchanged. The real power of Game Control Plus comes from the new functionality to support development of cross-platform sketches that use joysticks, gamepads and other control devices. If you want to take advantage of this functionality, then you need to have a basic understanding of how the library interfaces with a control device. Hopefully this tutorial will provide that understanding. This diagram shows the different software layers between the processing sketch and the control device. The bottom layer represents the system-specific libraries. These are used to communicate with the actual control device. Above this layer we have a set of Java classes that provide a basic API for interrogating and communicating with connected control devices. Together these two layers form part of the JInput project. Above this layer is the Game Control Plus library. It provides a more sophisticated API that we can use from processing. Finally, we have the processing sketch. This sketch only uses the API provided by the Game Control Plus library. The library can list all the control devices currently connected to the computer. These include the keyboard, mouse, joystick, gamepad or touchpad device. Since not all control devices have the same range of inputs, we need to interrogate the device to see what it has. No matter what type of device, its inputs are identified as either buttons, hats or sliders. For instance, the Logitech Extreme 3D Pro joystick has 12 buttons, 1 hat and 4 sliders. As the name suggests, a button is a simple two-state input. It is either pressed or it isn't. The hat can be seen on top of the joystick and is commonly used in games to change the person's point of view. The hat has 9 states, one that represents the at rest state and the other 8 are used to indicate the direction the hat is being pressed. Lastly, there are the sliders. Unlike buttons and hats, sliders are analog inputs, so return a floating point number, generally in the range -1 to +1, to indicate their state. The joystick has 4 sliders, 2 to represent the current X and Y positions of the stick, another to measure any twist applied to the stick, and finally another one for the lever just behind the stick. Every control device and each of its inputs has a name, firstly to identify the device and secondly to identify the input that we wish to use. This shows the inputs available with the Logitech joystick when it is connected to an iMac running OS X. These names are discovered by JInput, and therein lies the problem. Even for the same control device, the names provided are system dependent. Watch as I fade in the output from Windows for the same joystick. Since we can't predict what the names are going to be for different systems, then we need a way of overcoming this difficulty. Ideally, our sketch should run on different systems and using different but compatible control devices, without having to modify the source code. Fortunately, Game Control Plus can help you do this, and later videos will show you how.